The scene begins in a boarding school that looks more like a secret mind control lab, where two best friends, Vivian and Sophia, are still in level 10 of the school, also known as the perfect temporary home for girls awaiting adoption. As they prepare for bed, they swear eternal friendship, promising never to be separated, until the cruel system of the institution decides otherwise. During their nightly face-washing ritual, because, apparently, hygiene is more important than freedom, Sophia drops her soap. Since she has poor eyesight, she needs Vivian's help. The problem? Vivian steps out of line and misses her turn to wash her face. An unforgivable mistake in this dystopian world of obsessive cleanliness. The other girls, already trained, turn to face the wall while the guards drag Vivian away for what we can assume is some form of punishment. Years later, Vivian has advanced to level 15, now a strict and obedient leader, as if she had taken an intensive course on how to become a villain in training. Her friend Ava warns her about a girl who is too curious, never a good sign in this place. Soon, the ruthless Brixel arrives, announcing that some girls will be promoted to level 16, where they will supposedly be adopted by elite families. But anyone who has ever watched a dystopian sci-fi movie knows that this adoption smells fishy. Upon arriving at the new floor, Vivian reunites with Sophia but pretends she has never seen her before, like she's avoiding an old classmate at a grocery store. The hierarchy must be maintained. After all, they receive dresses to make them look like daughters of wealthy elites, and that night, Sophia plants a seed of doubt in Vivian's mind, suggesting that she stop taking the vitamins. These pills are said to protect them from the impure air outside but actually function as a human off switch. Vivian decides to spit out the pill and, surprise, she discovers that the girls sleep as if they had been knocked out by a jiu-jitsu move. It doesn't take long for her to realize the truth. They are not being prepared for adoption but for sale. That's right. It's a market for perfectly groomed girls, where flawless skin is worth a fortune. A couple examines Vivian and another girl as if they were picking out a couch. When Sophia shows up with an escape plan, Vivian is frozen in shock, and the opportunity slips away. Later, she is taken to a medical exam with Dr. Moreau, the friendly doctor who seems to be the only staff member with good intentions. He mentions that he chooses the movies for the girls, which explains why they keep watching the same ones over and over, almost like they're living inside a never-ending TV schedule. Director Danishka Esterhazy uses cold lighting and soft color palettes to create the feeling of a controlled, lifeless world, which, let's be honest, makes total sense in this nightmare of a boarding school. Poor Vivian gets kicked out of Dr. Miro's office, who basically tells her to shut up and behave because Brixel doesn't want gossip. Meanwhile, the girls are playing chess in the cafeteria, until one of them decides to switch things up and collapses on the floor in convulsions. Ava, ever the rule follower, immediately suggests calling the guards because the girl must be impure, as if they're in a period drama about witch hunts. Sophia, with a bit more common sense, thinks that's an overreaction. Vivian, our future heroine, picks the girl up and rushes her to the bathroom like the action protagonist she doesn't yet realize she is. Things go from bad to worse when Sophia notices that the vaccines they've all received are leaving strange marks, as if they are part of some secret experiment. And when she tells Vivian that the limping guard has some highly inappropriate nighttime habits, the situation gets even darker. During a movie night that starts with a lecture on skincare, Vivian tries to open up to Dr. Moreau, but he, ever the worst person in the room, decides the best solution is another dose of vitamins, aka drugs to keep them docile. But Sophia and Vivian have a plan: steal the disgusting guard's key card. And like any well-thought-out plan, it fails spectacularly. Sophia manages to hit the guy in the head, but in the chaos, she ends up leaving Vivian behind. Brixel then gives Vivian a light punishment, throwing her into solitary confinement with a lecture on the for feminine virtues. Vivian finally uncovers the true horror. The school is actually a massive black market operation where girls are raised solely to have their faces harvested and reused by wealthy clients. When the girls learn the truth, Brixel tries to play innocent, but no one is buying it. Furious, they lock her in solitary and escape en masse. But, of course, it can't be that easy. The despicable Dr. Moreau tries to manipulate Vivian into staying, feeding her the usual mind games. That's when she makes a bold decision. If her face is worth 16 years of her life, then no one else will have it. She takes a blade and slashes her own face. Moreau panics. The guards realize their boss won't be happy about this. And the next day, the police finally arrive to save the girls. Vivian and Sophia emerge from hiding, see the sun for the first time, and hold hands, finally free. The film was inspired by real-life stories of institutions that subjected girls to abusive education, including historical boarding schools that enforced extreme discipline. Now, a question for you all. If you were in Vivian's place, would you have done the same? Or would you have tried another way to bring down the school's evil system? Leave your thoughts in the comments. See you next time. Stay safe, folks.